This is the Transformers Age of the Primes Aerialbot team, and today we are building SUPERION. The Aerialbots, obviously, they combine to form a giant robot called SUPERION. If you didn't watch the cartoon back in the 80s, or you've never heard of it, the Aerialbots were designed and created by the Autobots, Optimus Prime, through the help of Vector Sigma and Alpha Trion to combat, as a response to the Decepticons combiner team, the Constructicons that formed Devastator. They were always outnumbered. Only the Dinobots could stand up to them. So, well, back in the day, Hasbro had discovered that there were these robots that combined into a bigger robot from Takara, and they decided, you know, let's market it and give it this backstory and all of that. So the Aerialbots, they're composed of, for the Age of the Primes lineup, we have the Commander class Silverbolt, which comes with all these combination pieces that you need to form the big robot. You got the arms, the legs, and the torso. They all combine into a sort of aircraft trailer. If you want to know more about that, go check out my review of Silverbolt. Plus 4 other deluxe class figures in the Age of the Primes line. We've got Skydive and Air Raid. They form the left and right legs of SUPERION respectively, as well as the arms formed by deluxe class Fireflight and Slingshot. They form right arm and the left arm respectively. I still cannot understand why Hasbro did not just sell all of them in one gift set, one pack. Why do you have to sell them separately? Is it out of consideration for cash flow issues of most collectors? I get that. That's a valid reason, but the risk that you run with this is there are some parts of the world that don't get all the waves of a particular Transformers toy line, like Age of the Prime. Some retailers, they do skip it, so there is a chance that you could be living in a part of the world where they only get this, the wave of Silverbolt, then they get this, the wave of Skydiving area, but they skip these waves. So you run the risk of having an incomplete set. And, well, maybe Hasbro is just trying to guarantee that they're going to deliver, and you know how incredibly amazing Hasbro's distribution is historically. So, okay, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. But in case you don't get to complete your team, I am pretty sure, absolutely sure, that we will get a gift set. If not by Hasbro, I'm pretty sure Takara Tomy is going to do their own version. We'll have all of these figures in a nice G1 styled gift box, just like what they did with Menasor. So anyway, enough of the backstory. Let's combine them, get them in combination mode. So the first thing we need to do is to get them into their own individual combine mode. I conveniently removed their weapons. The only weapon we will need is Silverbolt's weapon, which combines with the bigger weapon that came in the trailer. And here is that particular weapon, and you combine Silverbolt's gun, and it forms a longer blaster rifle, which SUPERION can hold. Now, I am a little bit disappointed that the Age of the Primes weapons doesn't entirely look like the old G1 weapon. This was how it looked like also in the cartoon. This was Silverbolt's gun. He held it this way. SUPERION would hold it this way. I'm a little bit disappointed that the weapons of the other Aerialbots did not form and combine with the bigger weapon, just like what Combiner Wars did with some of their combiners, but it's okay. A little bit of nostalgia trivia. Here is the old SUPERION G1 1980s blaster, and if you're interested, we did have an incomplete set of SUPERION growing up as a kid. We never got everybody. And here are the feet that you would connect at the base of each of Skydive and Air Raid and Skydive, and wow, what a big difference. You know, 40 years of Transformers, and it's really evolved, and it's really amazing now what the technology can do, and it's a great time to be a collector of Transformers. Anyway, so that's the gun. So on to the legs. Convert them into their combined mode. Go ahead and do this, and you want to go ahead and fold that nose cone. Go ahead and fold the, I guess the wings are gonna tab in there. Fold the arms. Okay, fold them, and then go ahead and pop these. Go ahead and fold up back of the shins. Okay, fold that. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Fold, fold, and combine. One leg done, and I guess at this point we can go and get the right leg. You know this is the right leg because it ankle tilts this way, and then we just combine him. You attach him to these ports right here, and then the actual figure will push the doors right here, and they'll allow you to solidify that leg. It pushes the spring-loaded doors as you combine, much like in Menosaur. Okay, let's repeat the process. Go ahead and fold. Hopefully it'll be a lot easier with air raid instead of skydive. Okay, go ahead and fold up. Okay, and fold. I know the instructions tell you to combine the legs first, but I really feel it should be a lot easier to do it this way. Just fold them one at a time, because when they're combined, it's just somehow tighter. Okay, there we go. Okay, fold up. Okay, yeah, that was much easier. Then we get the other leg. Go ahead and combine. Let me show that off. I hope I can show off how the doors just magically spring close. Okay, as you combine, you put the figure there. Okay, so those are the legs done. I'll put them off to the side. Now let's do the arms. Let's start with the left arm. I'm gonna do it slingshot. Okay, all right. And fold that up. Fold that up. Okay, here we go. Okay. 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 All right. Okay, and that's that. And here's the tricky bit. You need to combine, and this black tab right there is going to depress that switch, which should split slingshot, this Aerialbot, into two, like a magic trick, like sawing the assistant in half. Okay, come on. Okay. Oh, that is hard. That is tight. Always tight the first time you do it. Oh, this is the first time I'm actually combining these guys. I have not combined them whatsoever at all. So it is the first time we are discovering it. You've probably seen other reviews, but you know, this is the first time I'm doing it. Okay, so it should split up. Man, this sucks. Okay, how do you... Okay. Ugh. At the risk of destroying this whole figure, let's just split it manually. You know, this is stupid. I mean, I'm not gonna risk. Yeah, it's loose now. I'm not gonna risk ruining that figure. Let me see if I can get one of my lightning ports. Yeah, here we go. Let's just pluck that out. Yeah. Easy fix, right? And then go ahead and split the arms. Okay, there we go. I mean, Hasbro, really? Did they not test this? Or it's just my copy? I think I just probably have a very tight and defective copy. Oh my goodness, this thing is tight as is really tight. Oh my goodness. I can't even get it flush. It's like super tight. Unbelievable. Okay. All right. Seriously, if you already have this Silverbolt and if you have Slingshot, how did you do it? I really don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know how they did that. Okay. So yeah, officially I think it should be like this, the arm. But wouldn't it look cooler if it were like this? I don't know. I've been checking images on Google and all that, and sometimes it's like this, sometimes it's like this. But for now, we'll leave it like this, the official way. So, okay. All right. That was easy. Now on to Fireflight. Hopefully this one should be much easier. Okay. Okay, onto the legs. Go ahead and open that up. Go ahead and do that. Fold. Okay. All right. Now I am not going to risk doing that thing all over again, so let's just do this. Okay. Trusty. Good thing I kept my lightning ports. Okay, and then go ahead and connect. Oh, this one's a lot easier to attach compared to Slingshot. For some reason, maybe they fixed the mold. They did some adjusting. Okay, here we go. All right. It doesn't. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. So yeah, there we go. On to the torso. So we got to combine or transform Silverbolt. And to do so, okay, you want to go ahead and open his chest. Go ahead and reveal the Superion head. Wow. Really, really cool. And then go ahead and fold his head. And then the arms, they are going to fold in the wrong direction, the elbows. Go ahead and fold them like that. Okay. Stick the head in the middle and tab the chest. Okay. And then this one stays here. Okay. Fold that back. All right. The feet, the legs, they will form sides of the torso. This. Go ahead and do that. And bend. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's that. That's the torso. So let's combine all the elements, starting with the torso. This is a little tricky because you've got this flap right here. You got to stick it in his rear end right there. But do so, just attach the waist piece, and then you can go ahead and tab that in. And the rear of the jet should close in and seal that off. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. And then the front part of the chest is going to solidify that torso and tab everywhere. And there you go. You can do the arms first. Yeah. The arms combine this way. Okay. Okay. Yep. They do that, and they move. Very cool. Okay, and then finally, we can do the legs. Legs, just like Manosaur and Combiner Wars, there's a spring-loaded latch here, which you push on before you slide this tab, this humongous tab. Okay, and same thing here. Push on that, and then slide. Okay. All right. And I guess that's that. All that's left is to add the weapon. Okay, here we go. So there you go. There is Superion Aerialbots in their combined mode. And wow, he's actually pretty good. I just thought he would be a little bit more streamlined. Maybe the arms. Maybe we can do this. Excuse me. Yeah, maybe it's not official, but I think he'll look better this way. Huh. He can't hold the gun properly though, but yeah, okay. Maybe we could do that. I think I actually like it more than Menasor. It's more solid. There's heft, beefiness to him. Albeit the legs seem to be incorrect, because if I remember correctly, in the cartoon, they didn't have a frame. It was the actual legs, but I don't know if I remember it correctly, but I think they combined, the jet parts were on the backside, so they combined this way. These were supposed to be the bottom part of the jets, but yeah, I think this is a smart move on the part of Hasbro and Takara Tomy to actually do the Menasor engineering, the frame engineering. A lot of purists are not going to like this because it's not completely G1. There was no frame in G1. It was the actual jet that turned into a leg, and it's actual jet that turned into the arm, much like what Combiner Wars did. But having a frame makes him G1 accurate, a lot more G1 accurate than the Combiner Wars. I no longer have the Combiner Wars. I'm kind of glad I don't have that version of Superion, because that thing was a hot mess. It was so difficult to stand. It was, you know, it was all over the place. It was really a hot mess, and I'm really liking this one more. So yeah, great job, Hasbro and Takara Tomy. And for some comparisons, here is Superion with the Studio Series 86 or Studio Series Constructicons Devastator, as well as the Age of the Primes Titan class Star Convoy. And yeah, he's a little dwarfed by these two big robots, but I think it's the proper scale. I think that's how Superion should be. And if you were curious as to which Optimus Prime best fits Superion, which scale of Optimus Prime will best fit this combined mode, as you probably know, if you watch the old cartoon, Optimus Prime and the Aerialbots have a lot of shared history together. Here are several Optimus Prime figures in different scales. We have the Commander class Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. We've got the Dramatic Capture Series Voyager class or Leader class Optimus Prime. We've got from the Devastation game, Studio Series Deluxe class Optimus Prime. We have the Myth, the Legend, this G1 styled Legacy United Deluxe class Optimus Prime. And finally, we have the latest from Blocky's Galaxy version Series 8 3.75 inch scaled Optimus Prime. And so some final thoughts on this Age of the Primes Superion combined mode. I really like it. I think I like it more than Menasor. Speaking of Menasor, I still have the Takara Tomy gift set of the Stunticons still in packaging. Let me know if you guys want to see a full review of that set. I don't have the Hasbro version to compare it to though, but let me know if you want me to open it up and review it for you guys. But I think this is the superior version of this engineering or this mold of the frame, the combination frame compared to Menasor. And I think Hasbro and Takara Tomy did a wonderful job depicting the Aerialbots in a more modern way, yet retaining a lot of that G1 aesthetic, giving us a lot of nostalgia. So the whole set, the combined mode, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It was a little bit of difficulty combining some pieces here and there because of the tightness of the pegs and joints and all that. It's understandable. It's the first time I've done it. But overall, I thought it was a more solid combination, and I cannot wait to see more combiners, particularly Bruticus. Those are just my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this video of me showing off the Aerialbots combined to form Superion. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe and welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching.
My cars have a secret which will rip your puny plane right out of the sky! Stunticons, unite! Behold, Menasor!
Open jet streams!
Aerialbots, show 'em what you've got! No, it can't be! Surprise, Megatron! Meet Superion!